I remember that interview. And that was the context, and that's what a lot of people were saying as context. It's like saying if it's the best way to explain it. Well, like I said, with if that person went back in time and actually managed to assassinate Hitler, then we wouldn't have all that. And even though that's happening in a country on this world is inside the universe, and basically the timeline from now to then would look different. It would be a different universe, timeline-wise, than it would now. And that's generally how he was mentioning it. And is a term that is used to describe a change in timeline, but it's the same universe, but how the universe was different. Red Dwarf, yeah, Red Dwarf is good. That's a comedy. Red Dwarf is fantastic. I mean, it's a comedy set in space, and some of it's good. You wouldn't go too far to say it's a true sci-fi. It's a comedy first. That's what it is, just done in space, and it was hilarious. Red Dwarf. Yeah, Doctor Who I used to watch, but I never watched it after Tom Baker. Oh, you never knew, didn't you? You never knew. Yeah. Police Squad. These are the stories from the file of the Police Squad. But they always had a special guest, like a celebrity, and he died in the first second. Tonight's special guest is William Shatner. Actually, William Shatner was one of them. I think it was in the 5th episode. There was only 6 episodes ever made of Police Squad, and a lot of those jokes ended up in the Naked Gun movies. Like the big tall fella, Al, he was in the TV series, the one where there's something, you got something stuck in your teeth or something, and then the banana falls down. That was in the TV series. Yeah, a lot of those jokes originally was in the Police Squad. I actually had my father, the reason why I knew about it, my father came across. He used to work in the biggest record store, music store in, oh that's right, we're in Spain, so I need to get right over here, in New Zealand, known as Real Groovy Records. It was huge, the biggest store, because they dealt with a lot, not only new stuff, a lot of second-hand stuff and everything else like that. And they ended up selling, delving into videos and DVDs and stuff, and my father came home one day with the Police Squad DVD, or video, probably video back then. So I've got a couple of hours of driving left. So that's how I saw it. I saw that before Naked Gun. The Expanse is amazing. The Expanse is an amazing show. And I think I'd say that confidently because it's a huge success. It's just a shame it's finished, but I mean, well, it's a shame. The problem is it's a shame that because of the budget constraints they had to do a very, very short last season, so they had to cram the rest of the books into 6 episodes, which sucked. Obviously, I mean, they did a great job of replacing the actor. I mean, I suppose it was helpful that the authors of the books were the writers of the show. But that actor that got fired because he was a bit of a sexual deviant, but Yeah, that was a bit of a shame, but I mean, it makes sense because the books take a 30-year jump, and they were pretty much caught up. But yeah, fantastic show. And the other good thing about The Expanse is everything done on real physics. What it most likely, real physics basically. Everything that happens, and they go through it, and they do it as realistically as possible. What it would be like to be like that in space. I'd never seen Andromeda. I know that's the main actor's the main actor of Hercules, the TV series Hercules. I never watched that. Problem is, when a few of these sci-fi, there was a lot of, like, Farscape was one, Babylon 5 was one, Andromeda was one, a few others as well. The guy from Castle, who's also on The Rookie, he was in one as well. I can't remember what that one was called. Well, by the time they made it to our shores, I was busy working 18 hours a day, 16, 18 hours a day, and didn't really have the energy or the time to come home and watch television. Except for things that I really wanted to watch, but even then. Why don't you pull out in front of me? Actually, good idea. Pull out in front of me. It's a lot better than pulling out into me. Yeah, I know who it is. I don't want to give him any breath. Or any too much oxygen and thought mentioning or anything else like that. He was, yeah. Just glad they got rid of him. Shame his character was great, but yeah. Well, we're going to look for a place to sleep, and then I'm going to go off and make my coffee because it's that time, and it is starting to look like we've got 15 hours to go. Oh, we might be able to get another delivery in, maybe one from Spain to Spain, something like that. We'll see yet. We've got another 15 hours, which is, that's 45 minutes alone. So that'll get us close to the 4:30 mark, as is. Funny thing is, I haven't noticed, and I've been too busy talking. This is the most conversations we had in the stream because I'm normally concentrating. And two things are incredible to me about this is, number one, I don't remember any of this journey. Number two, don't know how the hell I haven't crashed. Because I don't remember any of this journey. I don't think I've actually been paying attention to what's been happening on the road. So I have no idea how I've got here in one piece. But unfortunately to you, Causey, I have. Oh, what's... Ah, it's died at a death. Yay, haven't had that for a while. Let's try and get that up and running again, though. So in the hope that A, that's not going to happen again. And B, we're not that far behind from when the save was done. The new Manti GX in the making. Yeah, it would be really bad. Hopefully it's just a one-off. No, it wasn't. As long as we don't have the same situation as last time. I don't think we will. I think it's just a random thing that happened. Fingers crossed. So don't want another one of those situations where I've got to try and, we've wasted a stream. I've got to try and make it up so ATS doesn't have an advantage. There was no indication that was going to happen either. Mind you, how often do you get an indication that a crash is about to happen? Geez, that's more pulp than juice. Holy heck. If I put a coin in that, it'd float. That's how much pulp's in it. Right, let's see. Time. Oh, it wasn't that far. So we're going to find out rather quickly if that's an issue there.
Ready to roll.
Or just a unfortunate event. Actually, wasn't it right here when it crashed? Right. Fingers crossed, everybody. Let's hope. Because the problem is, by the looks of it, we've got nowhere where we can try and go round it if it's a problem just at this part of the map. Well, there is something up ahead though. It's a weird thing up here, isn't it? Why even give you the ability to get off the motorway here when you can't go anywhere? It makes no sense. And I've been that way before too. Oh, okay. Oh, I see why. Oh, I see why. Right, come on. We're somewhere to sleep. I bet you when we go back into cab view for the next day, Causey, it'll be raining. Oh, no, wrong. I wasn't sure about that. It always gets me. Always. With the vanilla mapping system. See, with the other one, I think it was a lot easier because of the colours and all that you used. Oh, you never know our luck. We might be heading towards somewhere where we can sleep, but if I can sneak and do a U-turn... It's probably a good indication that I got that wrong, that my driver needs to sleep. He's tired, he's fatigued. Oh, hang on, where's me? Mirrors. Oh look, we're almost at home anyway. Oh no, Madrid. I keep thinking we're in Barcelona. Right, if you're going to let me in, I'm going to go then. Is there not a way to get back on the road sooner?
Keep left.
It's been a while since I've last done that, isn't it? Don't play the game what? Mortuary assistant.
Keep left.
Surely here in I'm gonna go off here. Surely with Barcelona there's a way back on.
Finding a new route.
Apparently there isn't. That makes no sense, does it?
Roundabout. Take the second exit. Keep right.
I was hoping.
Exit now. Keep left.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Alright, I'll just keep following where the GPS tells me to go then.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Ad time? I haven't got an ad yet. Have I got an ad? I got an ad.
Exit now.
I believe I'm doing all this in 11th gear. Good old Scania, eh? Oh, well, I spoke too soon, didn't I? Right, we desperately need to find a place to sleep. Desperately. Oh, what am I doing that for? I need to get off and get back on.
Keep right, and then exit.
And desperately need fuel.
Exit right. Keep left.
It's really hard to get into gears. Maybe I do need to give this a repair. That is the issue, Causey. It's nothing to do with me wheel. Just the brake. Just coincidence that it's happening at the same time with the brake getting stuck. Unless that is something that they... No, surely it isn't. Does anyone know? I'm going to ask the question. I mean, I could look it up myself, but... Why do that when I can ask someone to see if they've already got the answer? Does anyone know if there was a patch that came out that they've changed the way the damage dynamic works on the trucks? Because my brake sticking is so inconsistent. Instead of it possibly being my pedals, is it because that there's a bit of damage done to my truck to do with the brakes and the sticking, the game's making them stick like with the clutch gaunching, which is only an assumption because I've got to actually fix the truck up and see if the gaunching of the gears stops. Oop. Yeah, he's been a bit more active in Discord, I notice. Mike.
Keep left.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because it's the sticky brake, like I said, it's so inconsistent. And there was even times where we went through an ETS stream without it happening, and then it happened in the ATS stream. I don't know. And it was because of that, my theory with the clutch. Which, like I said, we won't know until I fix the truck. See if that is the reason why. Oh, finally, a place to pull over. I might as well get into cab view. I've probably burnt the
Keep left.
motor for the wipers out. So yeah, and because of that theory I thought, well, maybe because of the inconsistency with it, maybe it is a mechanic that they've brought into the game. Sleep first, petrol tomorrow, I think, which would be a good idea because I need to get up and make myself a coffee, but more importantly go make room for that coffee, if you know what I mean. I'm sure you do. And shut some windows because it's starting to get a bit cold. We've had some cold nights lately. Back into the single figures. Oh, I wonder if I could... Oh no, I'll just park here. Come on. Give it to me. Bring up that lovely go to sleep. Oh, hang on. It was only while stocks last moment, that one, wasn't it? There we go. Right. What did I tell you, Causey? Bet you when we get back into this view it's going to rain. Rightio, we don't need that anymore, don't need that, and I don't need... Oh, I do need you. No, I don't need you, actually. Stuff you. Let's have a look. I'll leave you looking at the lack of snow. It's just raining. It's not snowing for some reason. That's the second rain we've had, not snow. Right, not much to look at, is there? But anyway, there. Watch the sunrise or whatever, or the rain comes down. Do whatever you like. I'm going to go off and make a coffee, and then I'll come back and we'll carry on and try and get this delivered in one piece. Hopefully. It's me driving after all, so yeah, don't count on it. Right, yeah, so I'll do that and I'll be back shortly. See you in a sec, guys. So what have I missed? I also did miss something because I thought Feedy was a mod for Frith Discord or something I just noted after months. Yeah, I can't get into that, mate. Sorry. It's part of the Ukraine DLC. This, I know you like your pink. You've got it on ATS, your favourite one. Anyway, your favourite game of the two. So... this is part of the Ukraine DLC. I bought it because I'm tight with money. I have to get my money's worth out of it. Here's the reason why I asked for a refund from Farming Sim, because I'm not getting my blooming money's worth out of it. Not enough to buy another truck. Anyway, shall we get going? Hey, we haven't said hello to Murph on the stream. Hey, Murph. How's the hanging, mate? You thirsty? Just open up the window. Plenty of water. Right, we need fuel. Brake stuck. See the brake lights on? Oh, they've just come off now. I need to get comfortable again. So let me sort this out. For some reason I put the beacons on. No, I hadn't. Someone else's beacons. Right, let's fill the truck up and myself up at the same time. Yeah, no, like I said, Mike, I can't talk about it. It's not for me to talk about. I will say it's his decision. I'll put it that way, just to alleviate any sort of conspiracy theories going around. Reason why he's not an admin anymore or a moderator. It was just his personal decision. That's the result from it. No, you. That snuck up on me because I was too busy looking at your thing. No, you're right. It's actually been a while. He's just in the Great Book of Names now. Are you still around? But things change, you know. Mike, as you well know, especially with fifth chord and this stuff, people drift apart, things in life change. I'm very rarely on there and I'm an admin. But mainly because there's not much to do. It did so much preparation and setting up at the beginning that the Discord's running smoothly, I think. I mean, you know, I sound like I'm tooting my own horn because it was me and Smudo really that did most of the work setting Fifth's Discord up. And Fifth's is a lot more involved now with the Discord as far as backroom decision making, shall we say, than he was before. At the start it was just the admins that made all the decisions. We literally told him what was going on and stuff. If he had something against it, but he would say so, but it was just, originally it was just all us. We made the decisions in the Discord about everything. And I think the majority of it, I think the other guys were agreeing, well, mainly Smudo, all the guys that were there at the beginning. A lot of the Discord, or how it would go, and that was the majority of my vision. Me being the one that actually built his Discord for him. Obviously played a lot on that. And I think it's panned out exactly how I, all the planning and preparation and all the rules and the way things go, the structure I set up at the beginning, which was all about building it future-proof, you know. So, I mean, there was a lot of rules and stuff that were unnecessary at the time, but it was designed because knowing that his channel been having, well, he was just below 100,000, wasn't he, when he started, but it's over 100,000 now on YouTube. Having a lot of people watch him, a lot of followers and stuff like that, that there'll be a lot of people in Discord, and that's how it was all designed for, so it eventually ended up there. So, there's not much for me to do there anymore. And that's the main reason. The other reason is because my life has changed as well. Why isn't it in gear? Oh, wrong. That'll be why. Because I don't have a 13th gear, which I was trying to put it into. So... no, some people know I'm not... yeah, I mean, it was always going to be expectation. It's the one thing with some Discords. You have spates where it goes well and then it dies down and all that. I mean, at the beginning it was obviously always going to be a lot more busier than I ever would be. That was a given. But it's because of that people have formed new relationships, and because of it ended up going through with new opportunities, meeting new people, learning about new YouTubers and all that. You're going to have people drop in as fans and drop out as fans, and other things happening. So, but still, I mean, it's a good place. It has its moments, and it's a real friendly and peaceful and nice Discord, and yeah, I just don't have the don't have the time for it anymore, really, or the mental capacity to deal with it, shall we say. Got too much going on. Yeah, I don't know. It ebbs and flows, I suppose. Plus, YouTube doesn't give you the actual numbers anymore. They just give you what he's close to. And I don't know how it works over it was to the nearest. When you hit the 10,000 mark, I think it goes to the nearest thousands. So, I mean, if you had 10,900 subs, it would say 11,000. If you had 10,800 subs, I think it would say 10,000. I'm not sure when they kick it over. So I don't know if they do it in 10,000 lots or whatever once you hit 100,000. I don't know. You don't. The other thing too is for him, the majority of the watches is his time lapse, which, you know, he's doing 2 a week now. But when he originally started, he was 3 or 4 a week or something like that, you know. Not as many people watch his Let's Plays of Farming Sim. He no longer does any other games, so he hasn't got the opportunity to bring in more people that like different other stuff than Farming Sim. Yeah, I saw a bit of a stream earlier today, actually. He was fine. He was doing contracts. I wanted to see if he was having the contracting issues. So I watched probably the last 10 minutes. He actually was only on for 10 minutes more when I got on there. The thing is, I miss them because for some reason I don't get notifications. Sometimes until hours after they've been on. Most of the time it's because of the time difference. They were in the northern hemisphere, so like Panda and that are on early. Bowen, on the other hand, he is this weird one, but I don't get a notification he's on unless it's on the Discord. But I'm actually very rarely on Discord these days. Anyway, so. I don't see the announcements. And the only place this announcement comes up anyway is on Fifth Chord. And as you know, we don't do at everyone. We don't ping anyone with those because we know how people get a bit snooty about pings, like it's going to kill them if someone pings. I'll never understand it. I never will understand why people get so upset about that. It's ridiculous. There's people dying in the Ukraine from a war, but, you know, let's all complain about a ping on a Discord channel. Carrying on. That's all I'm going to say about it. I won't probably. I'll probably eventually say it again and carry on about it because, yeah, I don't. Anyway. I said let's carry on. Yeah, well, that's it, yeah. And Feedy and stuff like that, yeah. I mean, yeah. And very like-minded, yeah. The one thing about Discord is you realise sometimes we all have things that, yeah, might break again. Damn it. You know, a lot of us struggle in life, you know, for all many different reasons and manners, and majority of the time you feel alone in that situation. And one of the good things about being in a Discord channel is you meet people that are similar and do understand and stuff like that, and then you create new friendships with like-minded people, and you find people that are in the same thing as you, and that's a great thing. But that's you know, the beauty of being sociable. That's the whole point of it, you know.
Keep left.
Yeah, I suppose if you're in dozens of discords, but hey, you can silence it.